What's up, guys? It's Charles here with Rocket Punch Army to do a review of the Brave Gokin 10 Gyakuten-Oh from Ipatsuman. I have no clue what's going on with this cartoon or anime, whatever. I have not watched it as usual. Just looks very involved. I mean, look at this. You got a dinosaur race car with hot rod pipes carrying an egg. You got a little ship up here. It's a flying helmet that has Princess Leia hairdo. And then you got a robot with a big shield, which is probably the reason I got this, but it just looks crazy. I don't know what kind of shroomage they were on, but guess we'll find out. But you get the side here that shows a little, I think it's the Tokyo Sword or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. And then the graphics on the back, pictures and stuff like that. By the way, this is a very old release. I believe it's over a decade old. Let's see, what's the year on this? 2007. All right, so yeah, pretty old, but still cool nonetheless. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so these are the contents. We got the little instruction booklet here that has all the little pieces that are provided in the kit here, even things to cover up the screw holes and all the little things you need to do to get them in all the different modes. And of course, this gigantic piece of styrofoam, which is this thing open? Let's get in here a second. Hopefully nothing falls out. As you can see, everything is laid out nicely inside. You got the little, I think it's called Tokyo Sword. Might get it wrong. But then you got Gyakuten-Oh, his big sword, his shield, and that wonderful egg. Like, what is this? It's an egg. It's literally an egg. Well, not literally, because then it would be kind of weird. But it is an egg. Anyway. You do also get a tray of accessories on the bottom part of the styrofoam tray. Now, I've had this guy on display for years in my apartment, approximately 4 years in the shelf. Never really played with him. I don't even think I ever reviewed this. I just happened to, be putting stuff away and came across it, and I said, what the hell, let me make a review. And I don't even think these pieces I've ever taken out. And I'm using my gloves because there is a lot of chrome. Look at this blade. All those markings are just grease from the plastic. It was like inside of a plastic and had a little bit of grease on there, probably some polishing compound of some sort. And we got this little like trailer looking thing, and I know the egg goes in here. We're going to be checking that stuff out. And then there's this piece here. This is very, very toy-like. I mean, there's nothing like that screams collectible, really. I guess they tried to make it as cartoony as possible, but as you can see, everything's literally plastic. It doesn't really weigh much. I mean, it's nice plastic. It's just nothing out of this world. So, I don't expect much of that. But the figure Gyakuten-Oh is just a work of art, and I'm sorry, eggs are rolling all over the place. Damn it! And let's get. It's frustrating. These things rolling all over the place. But here he is. You can see, it's just beautiful chrome. I don't understand this. I've handled this a lot, like this. That just comes right off. I don't understand how the GX71 has fingerprints that get burned in, and in this figure, the chrome has been beautiful forever, even with me not wiping it down. It does have a lot of chrome bits. It's got the gold chrome right up top on his head here. Oh, let me flip these around here, that way. These are die cast, which is beautiful. I mean, most of it's die cast. I mean, really, pretty much everything. The feet, the legs, the thighs, the torso, the joints, the lower arms, the biceps. It's a really heavy figure. I noticed that, what do you call it? The articulations have gotten loose over time without playing with it. I think it's just just age, because I don't remember them being that loose. Maybe they were. But it doesn't have an issue with the ankles. The ankles are really tight, so it's not falling over anytime soon. Again, excellent quality plastics. I really do like this figure. I think it's supposed to be this way. These things are supposed to be red, like that. And I do love the figure. A lot of the CM's Corp, the Go Shogun, actually, which I actually have here. I didn't have it to, compare at the time with that Go Shogun I just did from Pose, but CM's just had like a way of doing things. I mean, these figures are old and they're just like little pieces of jewelry, honestly. So there's some accessories I just want to get out of the way to show you. We got the Magic Stick, I believe it's called, and this is a flexi version. I don't know if there's a wire, and I doubt it. It's probably just PVC. I'm not going to go ahead and bend it too much since it is a pretty old figure. And then you got the hard version. This is called a hard stick. It's kind of strange. And this is the half shield, I think it's called. I don't know. I did a quick Google Translate, so I might be getting everything wrong. And the Justice Sword came up as. And he does have these little hands that have like Masterpiece style gripping hands. Like they're little pinned. And I apologize for the hole in the glove. It came like that. And that's pretty cool. So I don't have to flex any fingers. And he's got the open hand. Like so. And then he's got like a trigger hand, although there's no gun weapons in here. So that's probably just to hold the sword. So we're going to check that out. Decided to forego using that hand because it's a little hard to get in there. But I don't even know why it's in there. But here is that hand holding the sword. I'm going to get that put on in just a moment. We're going to get the hands gripped around the shield. Got to do is pop off the original hands here and then pop in the other ones with the sword and the other one with the shield. It's kind of hard to do. Great, so I broke the panel for the arm. Someone told me on Facebook too that I shouldn't mess with these since they're old, and I'm starting to think he's right. But you know, how else am I going to show you guys these things? But this is a part that broke. What broke was these little nubs, both of them, of course. These little nubs that allow it to, on this by the way is not die cast. I told you guys it was die cast. It felt like die cast because the rest of the arm was, but it's plastic, so it's very sharp plastic, so keep an eye out for that. But you'll see this also has a little swivel joints. They should have made it like this one. This one is just like a tube all the way across. For some reason, these are just two little nubs sticking out, so that's what made them really weak. I think if it was like this, it wouldn't have happened, but then again, it's probably a fitment issue. But I'm going to tell you guys, this is your friend when it comes to anything made out of ABS. Let me make sure this is closed. It's not glue. Like if you spill this on your hand or your kitchen floor, nothing will happen. It'll just evaporate. But it does wonders on plastic. I actually managed to get the nubs back on. I don't know if it's easy to see. Because they're so tiny and putting that stuff on it made them a little soft, so I have to let them dry out before I can put it back on. But I think I'm happy enough with the outcome. I think it'll be a permanent job there. I don't think I'll ever be playing with this thing again, ever. Just wanted to show you the shield. That's why I hate weapons. Like, they're so hard to put on sometimes and whatever. So just be careful with stuff like this. That's all I'm trying to say. Alright, so I managed to repair. I'll show you guys in a second how it turned out. But I wanted to show, at least after all that trouble, show you what it looks like with the weapons. A nice big sword. I love that. It looks like it's made out of metal too. I'm not really into the way it's designed. Oh geez, as far as these little hands, they're kind of hard to cup around. So maybe in a way, I guess the annoyance of PVC hands would be perfect in this spot. But let me show you the repair. So this is the repaired part right here. As you can see, it still works. Those little nubs, they do need like half an hour to cure, but it's pretty much done. ABS plastic will fuse together with this, so this is a lifesaver for a lot of things. And here he is with the Magic Stick. While we're waiting for that to cure, we'll go over some of the other stuff here. We have this helmet that flies. The translation says something like Chade Kobe buggy or something or other, and it's separate from this unit, and I guess it just goes on right here like that, and it's like a little buggy. That's exactly what it says. It's got little rolling wheels in the front, or a wheel in the front, and then the other wheels roll, but they're kind of not stiff, but you're not going to get it to roll on its own. So it's got that, and it's a very small little gun piece or antenna, whatever that is. It's very hard to see, very teeny. So be careful with that. Yeah, be careful. I should be the one taking my own advice. And we got this little cargo trailer, and it opens up. You see the inside there. This little piece actually goes inside the Tokyosaur, or Tokyosaurus, whatever it is, and goes right in there. You gotta bring these red things up, and this like that, and you gotta attach these little yellow antennas. They do come in the little tray. Just be careful with them. They got little tiny nubs. I didn't push them in all the way, as you can see, because I want to be able to remove them. So just be careful. Alright, let's go back to this egg, because it does open, supposedly. There we go. Thought I was going to break it again. Don't twist it. It's not meant to twist. I just twisted it. Obviously, it's not meant to do that. At this point, I'm just trying to get through with the review, but I don't know what's supposed to go in here. It's kind of strange just to have an egg that opens. Get that back together. And then the head is also like a small little ship. It's really just that. It's almost like, you know, Diebrugger's head. It's just a ship that's been laid down. As you can see, his face is right there. It's not really hidden. I think this thing spins around. It's got two little landing gear looking things and a little fin up top. And that's it. So we're going to go over some articulation. We have the head, obviously. It's on a little ball joint. We have the shoulders, which are ratcheted. They're spring ratcheted. And they go out, up and down actually, and then out. And you also have a bicep swivel. You also have the elbow. Sharp-eyed viewers may notice that he has claw hands right now. I'm just getting him prepped for the next part of the review. I didn't want to really mess around with the little door panel, so I left them off for now. But basically what you do is spin this around, so just so you know in advance. As far as articulation on the wrist, got a little ball joint there. All right, waist. It does have a waist. Again, another thing, you know, it's weird for me to talk about these with breakage. The break that happened just now was purely my fault for, you know, trying to force the shield on without, you know, it's kind of hard to film stuff when you're like 4 feet away from the figure, and it's, you know, usually when you're trying to work on something very detailed or very delicate, you try to keep it close, but I'm far away from the camera. But there was also a waist issue. I had a waist issue with the other part, the number 11 Brave Gokin, and these pretty much share the same build. So you just got to be careful. I don't know if mine was just a fluke. These are really not known for breaking. But yeah, just be careful with the waist. And then you have the legs. By the way, if you do break the waist, it is very easily fixed. Can't really bring it out too far because it's kind of clanking right on there. Same thing with this way. It's about as far as it's going to go. You do have double jointed knees, which is really nice, and they feel really nice and ratcheted. And then a little bit of rotation here. And then the ankles, which are on a ball joint, as you can see, and a hinge. Alright, so we're going to combine them with the Tokyosaurus. What we want to do is bring these wings in on the sides. You also want to flip this around, get that little yellow logo out to the front. Then the arms, bring them forward like so, and then bring them around. Just be careful, they do kind of touch there. And don't force them all the way up. I did that and I heard a cracking sound. And then this right here, there's little nubs. It looks like it's molded into the metal, but it's not. It's actually spring-loaded. You can actually get them to hop down, just like that. Just take your time. I would hold it by the base if I were you. Bring it down and should come around to the front and allow you to close that like so. Bring these little cannons in. Then the feet you want to straighten out, and you want to bend them around pretty much all the way around, and be careful again because there is metal against metal contact right there. The feet, you want to grab this guy, take out this thing if you got it in there. We'll need it for later. And then these two pieces are supposed to combine right here, these two pieces. So I'll go ahead and figure out how that's done. I think I put a piece of paper back there, if you could see, just to keep stuff from touching. But apparently on this little slot here, the knees are supposed to pop in there. So let's get that in there. Being very careful, actually as careful as I can be. And I don't know if you could see that. Let's move up a little bit. Then just bring the arms down like that and bring the head over. And it's supposed to snap in. I'm not really going to force it in, but I think this is it, right? So pretty interesting, pretty bulky, because this little Tokyosaurus thing doesn't weigh a lot. I actually like the way this looks. This is pretty cool. I've never done this before. I just think it looks really, it feels good now. I mean, the little vehicle thing kind of felt a little light, but it feels nice. Let's go ahead and attach the little trailer. It just goes right on there. And then the egg. So strange. This is so silly. I don't even understand what's going on. Then the mouth, I think, is supposed to open. Alright, like so. Don't know if I still got that in view. And then there's a little, like, escalator type thing. Supposed to tab it onto that piece of the mouth. And then I guess you're supposed to climb up and get into the head. And if we push down this little fin, his eyeballs pop open. Don't know what that's all about. If anybody watches this anime, please let me know what the hell is going on. Again, it's not going to look like this. I'm missing the panel there because I'm in the process of repairing it. So, kind of have to show you this side, but this side has all the screw holes. So it doesn't look as pretty as the other side. But remember, this does have covers that go over the little screw holes so that it looks nice. Very cartoony looking. I'm actually digging it. I didn't think I was going to like it as much. I never put it together. I've had this thing probably, you know, a good 10 years at least. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think it's available still. If you do find it, it's probably, the price is probably through the roof, which is, I'm a little bummed that I broke it, but the repair came out really nice, if I say so myself. I mean, it's not even noticeable. That's why that stuff is so cool. It just seeps right into the crack and it just fuses the plastic. But I believe that is all for this review. If you enjoyed it, stay tuned. I got the Brave Gokin 11 Gyakuten-Oh coming up. Hopefully that goes smooth without any breakage. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you want to join Patreon, help me get these videos out there for you guys to be entertained and also keep myself entertained. You can find the link also at the bottom. Also click the link to BBTS. You don't have to buy anything that you don't want to, obviously, but just give a click. Maybe you find something you like and buy it, and that way, indirectly or directly, helps out the channel. Alright, until next time, guys. Bye-bye.